Good morning everyone. This video is for the students of class 7th subject English. In this video, we shall read our lesson number 7 tenses from our book PC Runs Grammar, and this is my lecture number 2 for lesson 7 tenses. In this video, we shall read the following topics. Recapitulation of lecture number 1, present continuous tense, past continuous tense, and future continuous tense. So, first of all, have a look on what are tenses. Tenses tell us whether an action takes place in the past, present, or future. After that, in our last video, we read that there are 12 possible verb tenses. First of all, tenses are divided in three parts: present, past, and future. And then these three parts are further subdivided into four parts. For example, present tense has present indefinite tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, present perfect continuous tense. Past tense is divided into past indefinite tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, past perfect continuous tense. And similarly, future tense is also divided into future indefinite tense, future continuous tense, future perfect tense, and future perfect continuous tense. In our last video, we read about indefinite tenses. Let's have a brief look on them. So, in our last video, we read about simple present tense. The formation for simple present tense is subject plus V1 or verb first form plus S or ES plus object. And I told you that we will use S or ES with verb first form if the subject is singular. Otherwise, we will not use S or ES with verb first form. For example, she plays football. Now in this sentence, I have used S with verb first form because my subject is singular. After that, we read about simple past tense. The formation for simple past tense is subject plus V2, or we can say verb second form of verb, plus object. See example, she played football. Now here I have used second form of verb with subject. After that, at last we read about simple future tense, for which the formation is subject plus will or shall plus V1 or verb first form plus object. For example, she will play football. Now we shall read continuous tenses in detail. So our first continuous tense is present continuous tense. What is present continuous tense? The present continuous tense is used to describe events, situations, and actions going on at present time. Okay, it expresses the events, situations, or actions which are going on at the present time. Now, let's have a look on formation of present continuous tense. So, formation for affirmative sentences is subject plus isma plus first form of verb, or we can say V1 plus ing plus object. Now, the question arises where we will use is, am, or are. Is used with singular subject, am is used with I, and are is used with plural subject. Okay. Now see the formation for negative sentences. Subject plus ismr plus not plus first form of verb, or we can say V1 plus ing plus object. So what we will use in negative sentences? we will add not. Okay. Now see the formation for interrogative sentences. These sentences will start with isema plus subject plus first form of verb, or we can say V1, plus ing plus object, and at last we will put question mark. Okay. Now let's have a look on uses of present continuous tense. Now there are different uses of present continuous tense. We will read them with the help of examples. See, the first use of present continuous tense is to express an action happening at time of speaking. For example, she is reading a book. This is a assertive sentence. Negative sentence, she is not reading a book. I have added not. And interrogative sentence, the sentence will start with is and will end with question mark. So the sentence is she reading a book? Now, the second use of present continuous tense is it is used to express an action in progress but not necessarily at the time of speaking. For example, Mr. Ram is writing a novel. This means that he has started the novel but not finished yet. At this moment, he may be doing something else. And this is assertive sentence. If I will make a negative sentence of this, then the negative sentence will be Ram is not writing a novel. I will simply add not. And its interrogative sentence will be is Mr. Ram writing a novel? And it will end with question mark. Okay. Now, the third use of present continuous tense is to arrange a definite arrangement in the near future. Okay, that means that it is used to arrange the arrangements of future. Okay, for example, I am meeting her tonight. Now with I have used am, and with V1 I have used ing. So this is my assertive sentence. For negative, I have added not. That is, I am not meeting her tonight. And for interrogative sentence, I have started my sentence with am and end it with question mark. So the sentence is, am I meeting her tonight? Now, the fourth use of present continuous tense is it is used to express an undesirable habit. Undesirable habit means habit which is not good. For example, she is always wasting her time in gossips. Now, it is present continuous tense. That is why I have used is with singular subject and ing with verb first form. Okay. Now, we shall read past continuous tense. Now, what is past continuous tense? The past continuous tense is used to talk about something that was going on in progress at a definite time in the past. Okay, it talks about something that was going on in past. Now, let's have a look on formation of past continuous tense. So the formation of past continuous tense for affirmative sentences is subject plus was verb plus ing form of verb, or we can say V1 plus ing plus object. Now the question arises where we will use was and where we will use were. Was is used with singular subject and were is used with plural subject. Now let's have a look on negative sentences. The formation is subject plus was verb plus not plus ing form of verb, or we can say V1 plus ing plus object. Now the question arises where we will use was and were. Was is used with singular subject and were is used with plural subject. Okay. Now see the formation for interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences will start with was verb plus subject plus ing form of verb, or we can say V1 plus ing plus object, and will end with question mark. Clear? Now let's have a look on uses of past continuous tense. First, this tense is used to express an action that was in progress at some time in the past. That means we are talking about something that was happening in past but not right now. For example, I was playing in the garden. Now this is the example of assertive sentence in which I have used was with subject I and ing with V1. Now see the example for negative sentence. I was not playing in the garden. For negative sentence, I have added not. And if you see this example for interrogative sentence, then the interrogative sentence will be was I playing in the garden, and it will end with a question mark. The second use of past continuous tense is to express two or more actions in progress at the same time in the past. For example, while I was doing my homework, my brother was playing outside. Here in this sentence, I am expressing two actions that were in progress at the same time. At one time, I was doing my homework while my brother was playing outside. Third use of past continuous tense is to express an often repeated undesirable past action. Okay, means repeated undesirable action with a word like always or continuously. For example, she was always taunting him. Now taunting is an undesirable action which was repeatedly done. So to express this action, we have used past continuous tense. Okay. The next use of past continuous tense is it is used in descriptions. For example, Joseph was playing the piano and Maria was singing. All the guests were dancing except Angel. The next use of past continuous tense is in indirect speech as the equivalent of present continuous tense. For example, in direct speech, the sentence is Kritika said, I am traveling by the Swan Shatabdi. Its indirect speech will be Kritika said that she was traveling by the Swan Shatabdi. That means when we will read our direct and indirect speech, past continuous tense is used to change present continuous tense in indirect speech. Now, the next use of past continuous tense is it is used in polite questions about how a period of time was spent. For example, if I say, what were you doing when I called you? Now here it is sounding that I am making a polite question that what were you doing when I called you? But if I say, what were you doing in my office in my absence? Now in this sentence, in this question, the question is not sounding polite. So that's why it is said that for making polite questions about how a period of time was spent, we use past continuous tense. The next use of past continuous tense is that it is used for unfulfilled plans with verbs like hope, plan, etc. For example, I was hoping to find a new trouser. That was my hope, but I did not find one. Okay, so for unfulfilled plans, we will use past continuous tense. Now, we shall read future continuous tense. Now let's have a look on what is future continuous tense. The future continuous tense is used to talk about an action in progress at a particular time in the future. Now let's have a look on formation of future continuous tense. So formation for affirmative sentences is subject plus will or shall plus be plus ing form of verb, or we can say V1 plus ing plus object. For negative sentences, the formation is subject plus will or shall plus not plus be plus ing form of verb, or we can say V1 plus ing plus object. And for interrogative sentences, the formation is will or shall plus subject plus be plus ing form of verb, or V1 plus ing plus object, and it will end with question mark. Now, let's have a look on uses of future continuous tense. The first use is it is used to express an action which will occur in the normal course of time. For example, he will be taking the examination in March. See next example. Don't phone me between 7 and 7:15. I will be watching the news during that time. It means that this tense is used to talk about something that will be going on at a certain time in the future. Next use of future continuous tense is it is used to express future actions which are fixed. For example, Mr. Mehta will be giving another lecture at the same time next week. That means this action is fixed. Okay. This tense is also used in the interrogative way. And in the interrogative, the future continuous expresses a polite question and not a request or invitation. For example, will you be going to the market today? This sentence is expressing a polite question. Okay. So that was all about continuous tenses. I hope you understood it. Now your homework is you have to revise continuous tenses and do given exercise. So this is your exercise number 3 given on page number 49 of your PC Rans grammar book. You can do these exercise in your books, and if you are not having your books, then you can do them in your notebooks. So the exercise is fill in the blanks with verbs in the simple present tense or present continuous tense. Choose verbs from the brackets. The first sentence is he dash for a walk every morning. In bracket go. Second, the sun dash during the day. In bracket shine. Third, oh lovely, the sun dash again. In bracket shine. Fourth sentence is I dash a glass of water. In bracket want. Fifth, where is Usha? She dash her hair. In bracket wash. Sixth, according to the timetable, the train dash at 12:15. In bracket arrive. Seventh, I dash my uncle tomorrow. In bracket meet. Eighth, Ashok dash two sisters. In bracket have. Now, this is your exercise number 6 given on page number 53 of your book. The exercise is put the verbs in brackets into the simple past or past continuous tense to complete the following sentences. Use both the tenses in each sentence. The first sentence is it in bracket rain when we in bracket come out. Second sentence is she in bracket cut her finger while she in bracket peel potatoes. The third sentence is I in bracket have a shower when the phone in bracket ring. Fourth sentence is he in bracket bite his finger when he in bracket have lunch. Fifth, we in bracket go down in the lift when suddenly it in bracket stop. Now this is your exercise number 8 given on page number 55 of your book. The exercise is fill in each blank with the correct or more suitable verb from the brackets. First, I think Australia dash the match in bracket will win or is going to win. Second, what have you decided to do? I dash the club in bracket will join or am going to join. Third sentence is at this time tomorrow Mr. Kapoor dash to Malaysia in bracket is going to fly or will be flying. Fourth, Mr. Raman is very busy at the moment. That's all right. I dash in bracket will wait or am going to wait. Fifth, why do you want to sell your motorbike? Question mark. I dash buy a car in bracket will buy or am going to buy. Now this is your exercise number 9 given on page number 55 of your book. First, write 4 sentences in simple future tense. Second, write 4 sentences in going to form. And third, write 4 sentences in future continuous tense. Do this exercise in your notebook. Now we shall discuss our homework solution of lesson 7 tenses lecture number 1. So the exercise number 1, below are 6 general truths. Fill in the blanks with suitable verbs. Use the simple present tense. The first sentence is the sun sets in the west. So the answer is sets. Second, birds build nests. The answer is build. Third, rain comes from the clouds. The answer is comes. Fourth, cows graze grass. The answer is graze. Fifth, frogs live both on land and in water. The answer is live. And sixth, the earth revolves around the sun. The answer is revolves. The second exercise was what do you usually do on Sundays? Write 5 sentences using the simple present tense in your notebook. This exercise is supposed to be done by students themselves. Now, the third exercise is put the verbs into the correct form, simple past. That means you have to use simple past tense. First sentence is one night we even learnt some Irish dances. Second, we were very lucky with the weather. Third, it did not rain a lot. Fourth, but we saw some beautiful rainbows. Fifth, where did you spend your last holiday? Now, this is your fourth exercise. Fill in the blanks with suitable verbs. Use the simple future tense. First, I shall go to Mumbai next week. Second, I shall come even if it rains. Third, we shall go to the station to see off our friend. They will play a friendly hockey match in the evening. Fifth, if it rains in time, the crops will grow well. Sixth, I hope you will lend me money. So that's all for today's video. In today's video, we read continuous tenses. I hope you liked this video. If you liked this video, then please subscribe our channel.